Welcome to another quickie at High Value Shan, where not only is Shan a high value man, so is the content. Story time. A million years ago, maybe 2 million years ago, there was this chick that I was really into. Wanted her bad, man. She was fine too. Chocolate skin, fat ass, big old titties. I just wanted her bad. But we never really spoke. We didn't hang out. We didn't talk on the phone. We had mutual friends. But she knew I wanted her. She knew I wanted her. Women know when men want them. Facts. Women know if a guy is into her, that she's interacted with frequently in some capacity. Make no mistake. So she knew I liked her, but she would tease me. And so, to be honest with you, I knew in the back of my mind that she didn't want me. That's fine. 1 year rolls around, it's her birthday. She calls me up and she's like, Shan, do you want to take me out? Problem number one. That was a mistake. You want to take me out for my birthday? It's my birthday. This is somebody I didn't really speak to often, didn't hang out with. We didn't work out together. We didn't, it wasn't, didn't have an interaction. She just knew that I liked her. Sure. Yeah. Because in my mind, it's like, oh, is this the path to some pussy? What you want to do? Mistake number two. So I asked her, what you want to do? She was like, oh, I was thinking Fleming's. Now, Fleming's is a steakhouse here in Los Angeles. It's over in LA Live, downtown. Sure. I knew what Fleming's was. I knew how much it would cost, but it's okay because, So we went to dinner, picked her up, took her out. Dinner came out to, I think, if I recall, and this is a long time ago, man, but I think it was about $240 for the dinner for us two. No problem. Cut the check. Or credit card in that case. Paid for the dinner. Conversation was cool. Wasn't exciting. I didn't get any vibes that she was like getting even more into me or anything like that. She took pictures of her food. Back then, there was no, Instagram wasn't even a thing. I don't even think Instagram was invented at the time. And there was no live. There was no stories. But she did take pictures of her food so she could post it on her Facebook to celebrate her birthday. She didn't take pictures of us together. Nothing like that. It wasn't like, oh, look, I'm out on a birthday. I'm having a date for my birthday. She didn't do that. Date was over. Nothing came of it. Nothing else. Nothing came of it. And so it was then that I learned two important things. One, you can't call me to say, do you want to go out with me? A woman could never, from that point on, a woman couldn't call me and say, do you want to take me out? That wasn't happening ever again. I'll let you know if I want to take you out. You can't call me to say, hey, do you want to take me out? Oh, you mean, do you want to take me out? That's what it should have been, but it wasn't like that. So that was lesson number one. Lesson number two. What do you want to do? I never asked a woman, what do you want to do again? Instead, at that moment, I learned that I make the decision as to what we're going to do. I'll lead in that regard. I'm not going to ask you what you want to do. You can get on my program and we do what I want to do, especially if I'm paying for it. Because make no mistake, I don't believe in that 50-50 shit. But I'm going to do another video for that. Men lead. And I learned those two lessons back then. And the other thing that I realized at this point was that women, single women, have men for different reasons in their life. Single women today, modern women, have men for different reasons. See, there was a time in history where a woman who was in a relationship or was married, her husband did everything that she needed him to do. And men had wives or girlfriends that did everything that he needed her to do in terms of what men needed from women. But today, that's not the case. In the advent of technology and the proliferation of the internet, and now you got, you can order food with your phone, FaceTime, and dating apps, and Angie's List, and you can call a handyman to come do shit. People could just get things done really easy, and many feminists will tell you that what are men good for? That's a whole nother video, because I can tell you what men are good for. But a lot of women seem to think men ain't worth anything other than the things that they can simply order somewhere else. So here's the thing. Women have men for different reasons in their life. Some women have friends who come fix the shit for them. They go buy something, they go buy some furniture at IKEA. She got that friend that's gonna always come over and put it together for her. Women have friends that's gonna help her move. It's time to move. She got friends that she can call up and go help her move her stuff. She got friends that'll help her in her business. If she has a business a problem, or she can't get past something, or she doesn't know a certain thing in her journey to entrepreneurship or being self-employed, she calls that one guy that got it all together and wants him to give her the game. As a friend, not paying for it, not giving him anything. He don't get a blowjob for giving her the game. She just wants him to give it because we're friends. Women have people that will help them, that'll come wash the cars and come, if they got to put that flat screen TV up or install that network, that wireless network in the house. You got that tech friend, that techie friend, the geek, the nerd that's gonna come over and help her out with that. Women have different friends for different reasons these days. And there was a time, like I said, that women relied on their man to do all of that kind of stuff. But now they got friends that do all that kind of stuff. And that is where men are making mistakes. That is where men are making mistakes. Women also have a friend, that homie, that takes her out to eat, that buys food. She has that buddy that she can always call upon. Hey, let's go grab a bite, and know that he's gonna cover the bill. That's the worst homie of all. That one friend that takes care of all the food that she needs, because that's a necessity. And when you think about it, most of these things that she uses her friends for, her male friends for, if she had a man, he'd have a problem with them. He'd have a problem with this guy coming over feeding his woman. He'd have a problem with this guy installing the electronics in her house. He'd have a problem with the homie coming over putting her bed together and her dresser together from IKEA. Women have friends for different reasons, and one of them is that food guy. And as a result, and ladies, you do know that men take you out because they want to have sex. Like the reason why we're taking you out, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, I seem to be giving a lot of women a lot of insight to how men think. The reason why we take you out is because we want to take you to Pound Town. That's the reason why. What's the other reason why we take you out for? And if we're taking you out and we're having sex with you, we're going to continue to take you out because we want to continue to take you to Pound Town. But does she like you, fellas? To all the fellas that have that woman that calls him as a friend, does she like you? And if she don't like you, stop doing that shit. This is from me to you, man to man. Stop doing that shit for your friends. And I know that she's gonna guilt you for that. Women speak sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. This is guilt. partially shame, mostly guilt. This is partially S, mostly G of sign language. Guilty. Well, you're supposed to be my friend. Have your man do that. Well, I don't have a man. Well, you should get one. I don't have one now. Why can't you do it? Because I'm not your man. Oh, that's fucked up. I would do it for you, but you don't. Women don't do anything for men, by and large. When a guy needs something, he got to figure it out and go get it done. And it generally ain't coming from the homegirl. She's too busy for that, or she don't know how to do that. But she'll call up the friend, the homeboy, to come knock out shit that her otherwise her man would be doing. Fellas, stop doing that shit. Is she feeling you? That's when you take care of your that woman. It's because she's feeling you, and that relationship can progress to something more. Are you going to Pound Town? Is she paying you? Or are you just doing it on the strength? Or are you doing it because you are hoping one day that you'll be able to go to Pound Town? Don't simp. No simp. This is no simp zone. Fellas, you need to find out if women are feeling you. That's when you could take her to dinner. That's when you can feed her. Ain't no friendly dinners. We don't do that.
This date dry AF.
You want something to drink? Do you want something to drink?
If you are under 20 years old, if you are under 30 years old, fellas, if you are not yet in your 30s or older, you have no business going to expensive restaurants on a date. I'm here to tell you, if you are in your 20s, you ain't got no business going to expensive restaurants for dates. Damn sure not no first date. You need to avoid expensive food. You don't got no business going to Morton's Steakhouse. Why are you at Mastro's? What purpose are you taking at 24 years old, fellas? What purpose are you taking a woman to Fogo de Chao? Why are you taking her to Fleming's? You don't have, you don't, because do you even know what you're eating? You haven't even built the palate up to understand the food that's coming out. Do you know the difference between a ribeye and a sirloin and a tenderloin? Do you know the difference? And do you know what temperature those should be cooked at? Or do you just like a good burger because that's what you grew up on? And if you were in your 20s, you ain't got no business going to expensive restaurants anyways. I encourage all my young bros, all my young bulls out there, you don't got no business going to an expensive restaurant to impress a girl who don't know what she's eating anyway. What you gonna do? Order a $20 glass of wine and you don't even know what she's drinking? Most women don't know what they drinking. They want sweet wine anyway. You trying to impress her by ordering some expensive shit, and all she really wants is a Moscato. But half of them don't even like real wine. They just want a Moscato or give them a fucking Stella Rosa. Giving them a glass of Stella Rosa, the whole bottle ain't but $8. And they're good, but you out here trying to impress her at 24, 25 years old, 23 years old, 26 years old, buying $20 glasses of wine, and you don't even know how to mix it up right. You don't take anybody to an expensive restaurant and you in your 20s. That's real. And you know, another thing, let me play this video real quick.
This date dry AF.
Okay, first of all, you don't have to demand respect from people. You command respect. There's a difference between demanding something and commanding it. This woman is on her iPhone Pro while they're out on a date. The fuck you doing on your phone? What are you doing on your phone? What? Why is your phone in your hand? Who are you texting or who are you talking to? Are you on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook? Or what are you doing on your phone while we here? If you should probably go hang out with them instead of being here with me. Put your goddamn phone down. Put that phone down. What are you doing? You command respect. You sitting there while she's on her phone, and the first thing that you do is you ask her,
You want something to drink?
you want something to drink? First of all, that's the wrong question. Or second of all, that's the wrong question. First of all, she's on her phone. Fellas, don't you allow a woman to be on her phone when she's with you, and especially if you taking her out and you spending your money. No. Your focus is me. Put that shit away. What's wrong with you? I don't even like how that look. Look at that. Look at that picture, man. No, don't you ever allow that to happen. Brothers, you command respect. And you ask if somebody has the audacity to disrespect you while you taking somebody out because they're on their phone and they're giving attention to that, you make sure you mention that. You tell them she can Uber straight over to whoever she's talking to. Go hang out with them. You don't need to be here with me. Don't be so thirsty or so simpish that you got to allow somebody to disrespect you like that. The next thing is, you don't ask somebody, do you want something to drink? No, the question is, what do you want to drink? It's a difference. Do you want something to drink? What do you want to drink? No, we came here to drink. It's not, do you want something to eat? No, what do you want to order? What would you like tonight? What would you like to drink? Not do you want something to drink? You make the decision. You need to lead, fellas. Don't ask these women wrong questions.
You want something to drink?
Be assertive, man. Be assertive, because if you're not, you get a woman that's going to check out on you, just like this one here is. She's checked out. She's not there with you, man. She's just, but you know what? She's going to eat. Oh, she's going to order her food. And she's going to try to get as much that she can take home as possible. She wants something for later, too. Don't be the food guy. Because truth is, you need to spend time with women that want to spend time with you. Fellas, spend time, because your time is the most precious that you have. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. Don't you waste it on somebody who don't want to be with you. Don't you dare. And no more goddamn boyfriend duties. You sitting here feeding this woman. Fellas, this is to all the fellas that's out there doing boyfriend shit. And you're just a friend. If you're doing something for a woman who's your friend that her boyfriend or husband would otherwise disapprove of you doing if they were together, then stop doing it while she's single. Friends don't do boyfriend shit. Friends don't do boyfriend shit. If that woman had a man and she said, can you come fix this for me? And her man would have an issue with that, then don't do it when she don't have a man. If she wants to do that, she pays you. Can you come over here and fix this? Well, yeah, here's the invoice. Here's my fee. What are you charging me? I thought we was friends. You goddamn right I'm charging you. What you think? My time is free? Cause we friends? I wanna fuck. Can I fuck? We friends. You have a need, I have a need. Men need to have sex. Men need to have sex. You're not gonna take care of my needs, but you want me to take care of yours? Oh, sex, that's not the same. Well, to you, it's not. My time is valuable. Stop doing friendship shit and you ain't her man. Did I say that wrong? I probably did. Stop doing boyfriend shit as a friend. Stop doing boyfriend shit as a friend. If you smashing, if you taking her to Pound Town, that's no problem. You can do what you want to do. Take care of her. She needs some help with something, no problem. She needs some assistance on her business. Help her out. You getting your dick sucked. She wants you to come fix that leak in that bathroom, and because the plumbing is starting to get bad and she don't know what to do. She probably can't afford a plumber, but you smashing, take care of it, bro. No problem. She's paying you, no problem. She's doing for you things that you need to get done, probably no problem. It's probably rare though, right? It's not too many things that you need her to, it's not too many things that most men need women to take care of. Think about it, fellas, right now. How many things that you got to get taken care of right now that you just got to call a woman to come do? Not much, right? You're going to get that shit done one way or the other. You're going to handle it, or you're going to call us. You're going to take care of that. Okay, cool. So you don't have too many women that you need to call upon to come help you with something. You get that shit done. That's what we do. We get shit done. Women, on the other hand, has a Rolodex. She has a Rolodex of calling people to come do stuff for her. Men in particular. And they'll call, and she has different ones for different things. And one of them is the food guy. Don't you dare be the food guy. Today, we stop with the food. No more of that. No more boyfriend duties, and you just a homie. And lastly, fellas, man up. Man up. A million years ago, I didn't man up. A million years ago, when I took that woman out to Fleming's, thinking I was probably going to get a little further than I actually got, and being not assertive and being a sucker. Don't be him. Don't make that mistake. Don't you dare. No more boyfriend duties and you just a friend. No food guy. No more food. This woman here, don't be on a date like that where somebody's checked out. You make sure she is into you. And this is to the brothers out there that make a little bit of money. This is a message to my fellas out there that get money. You too. I know, don't get me wrong, going to Lowry's up on La Cienega in Beverly Hills, it's no big deal. That's like McDonald's to most people. She can't come with you. No, bruh. No, bruh. No, she can't come. They say it ain't tricking if you got it. That's bullshit. That was in a rap song. That's where we gonna leave that in that rap song. It is tricking even if you got it. Especially if you got it. Ain't no sponsoring over here. Ain't no volunteer sponsoring. Man up, fellas. We not feeding people so we can go on dates like this right here.
This date dry AF.
This date is dry as fuck. She on the phone.
You want something to drink?
You want something to drink?
Do you want something to drink?
What? Get your shit and go. The fuck we here for? Get it together, fellas. Talk to you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Amarte es mi maña, que lo que toca mi mano se daña. Pero amor es lo que dicen, como un color entre los grises. Yo nunca te fallé, tú no eres cualquiera. Tú eres la mujer, mi corazón anhela. Pasan por ahí todas esas poses que tú conoces. Gracias a mi mujer, ni tu amigo, pero en vivo solo contigo disfruto el show, bebé. Alright, cita, dime pa' dónde vas, que yo te caigo donde sea. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Somos Adán y Eva, y estoy listo pa' tomar el castigo. Yeah, y todo lo prohibido y los pecados que tú y yo hemos cometido. Pasan por ahí todas esas poses que tú conoces. Gracias a mi mujer, ni tu amigo, pero en vivo solo contigo disfruto el show, bebé. Alright, cita, dime pa' dónde vas, que yo te caigo donde sea. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami.